Hello, Derby fans. Here we are back live with you from Montreal, Quebec. We are just under 5 minutes away from your next bout, which will feature the Gotham Girls All-Stars taking on New Jack City Rollers. And all this great action is brought to you by Nerd Derby, sponsored by Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom sewn-to-order legwear for teams and individuals, size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competitions. Team discounts are available. Please see sociopath.ca for more details. That's SEWCIOPATH.ca for more details. Thank you, Sociopath. Thank you, Nerd Derby. How you doing today, Bobby?
I can't complain, Jax. How about yourself?
Fantastic.
Great matchup going on here. Jacksonville currently ranked number 10 by the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. They have a 5-6 record this year. Gotham Girls Roller Derby All-Stars are currently ranked number 3 by the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. They have a 5-2 record this year. Should be a good matchup.
This is going to be fantastic action. I know Jacksonville looks ready to go.
All right, so Gotham's going to be skating in black with white and red accents, and Jacksonville is going to be skating in white with their uniform numbers in gold and black accents.
Absolutely, and that big Jackson black across his that's near and dear to my heart, since they're wearing my name on their shirts.
As well it should be, and Gotham says "God ham," and that's near and dear to my heart because I love me some ham.
Well, then we're doing the perfect game right here. And for those of you that can't see us, we just high-fived. Yes, we did.
Our producer today is going to be Chloe Gwendolyn, going to be feeding us some stats and information throughout the course of the game, interacting with our officials for official reviews.
See, now I was told she'd be feeding us cookies. Was that a lie?
Maybe. She did ask while you were reading the Sociopath copy. She did ask if we wanted anything. So if you want anything particular from Chloe, I think she was talking about in terms of stats.
My list is too long of things that I want.
There you go.
As I'm sure all ours are. Also, while we're doing some shout-outs, let's give a shout-out to the fans listening in Jacksonville and surrounding areas. New Jack City is having a fundraiser right now with fan cloth only until the end of June. Hit them up on their Facebook page if you are interested in the New Jack's fan cloth fundraiser. Again, only till the end of June, so get in there. You got a couple weeks left.
Yep. June good. Got 5 weekends in June, so we're only on the second. Yeah, so 3 more weekends in June.
3 more weekends in June, and it's a short month.
I'm going to take us through the Gotham Girls Roller Derby All-Stars roster. We have number 111, Cherry Napalm. Number 1680 is Daryl. Number 17, Fast and Loose. Number 1706 is Misty Maven. Number 1978 is Space Invader. Number 213 is Spork Chop. Number 221, Yeti or Not, Here I Come. Number 23 is Livy Smalls. Number 314 is Caffeined. Number 365 is The Smacktivist. Number 4 is Violet Knockout. Number 4500, Bonita Applebaum. Number 553, Beauty Andy Beast. Number 56, Kate Sarah. And the captain, number 41, Roxy Dallas.
And Jacksonville Roller Derby, New Jack City Rollers, number 111, Jamstrella. Number 138, Lily the Kid. Number 150 is Allie. Number 18, Slaytoven. Number 2 is Low Blow. Number 21, Coco Fry. Number 235, Atomic Meltdown. Number 24, Dewey Blocks. Number 241, Jenny Matthews. Number 27, H.M. Smith. Number 6, Snot Rocket Science. 777 is Lil Ass Kicker. Number 814, Leanne Grohl. Number 934 is Spice, and the captain, number 912, is Aaron Go Brawl.
All right. About 40 seconds left. Our referees are going to be Dread Hockley, Rev Riot, Jens Hutker, Dylan, Lil Tex, M Power, and Danger Muffin. Our non-skating officials, Iceman, Lamesh Tsitsi, Iceman, W.E.B. Destroys, Pinky Rye, Mea Culprit, Pussy Panzerfaust, Chemical Restraint, Oryx and Break, and Chuck Maurice.
Fantastic. We have 20 seconds till the whistle. Both teams on the track, ready to go.
Can I pop my headset up a little bit? I need to hear myself a little bit. How about that? Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and blast off. Here we go. Misty Maven jamming for Gotham. Jacksonville will have Jamstrella on the start line when that whistle sounds. And apparently our game clock in here is off a little bit. It's 7 seconds now, time to Derby. There's the 5-second warning from our NSO.
Down to the second.
Here we go. And we are underway. Tight pack defense coming down the straightaway. And it's Jacksonville working to the front. 2 blockers left to beat at the front of the pack. Jamstrella.
Yeah, Maven taking it all the way back to that jammer line. First penalty of the game is a forearm penalty. That's white 912, Aaron Gobral on a forearm.
The captain taking the first penalty for Jacksonville to the Restaurant Gus penalty box.
And now Maven picks up lead heading into the backstretch.
Solid defense by Gotham. A little duck and tuck around the outside of turn number 2. And that's going to be Misty Maven around and a 4-point pass on the board for Gotham, striking first.
Duck and tuck, I got to save that. I'm putting that in my bag of tricks. I love that.
There's 2 ways to do this. There's the duck and tuck or the ground and pound.
Gotcha. All right. And right now, both jammers looking on that ground and pound.
Absolutely. Misty
grinding
Maven
their way.
Doing a little hip hook around there, trying to get some space, some daylight. And Restaurant Gus penalty box now empty. Both teams at full strength. Jamstrella still has to make her initial pass.
Star pass was indicated by an outside pack ref, but it is not true. That was just a star stash.
And there it is, Jamstrella out on her initial pass. Misty Maven threw on another scoring run, gonna give it the hips a tap, and that jam's gonna come to an end. But big points on the board for Gotham, 12-0 jam. Gotham striking first blood.
First lead change of the game comes in jam number 1, as it often does.
I didn't see that coming.
When you don't see it coming is when there's no lead change in jam number 1.
This is very true.
All right, so from our vantage point here, we can't see the jammers, so we are kind of relying on the scoreboard. Looks like Kate Sarah going to be jamming against Snot Rocket Science. Oh, lead already gone to Jacksonville.
And I don't know what's going on. The jam's
Jam got called, yeah. Snot Rocket Science got lead right away, and then when Kate got out, they were, well, all right, let's call it off. So our first scoreless of the day for either team keeps the score at 12-0 in favor of the Gotham All-Stars. All-Stars with a hyphen. Some All-Stars don't. Gotham All-Stars do. All-Stars. We got Misty Maven back out there.
Jamming against Leanne Grohl, and it's Misty Maven declared lead jammer as she gets taken down hard by Aaron Gobral.
Illegal contact called on Aaron Gobral.
That'll be her second of the bout for the captain. And initial pass for Leanne Grohl. Misty Maven around on a scoring run and gonna call the jam. That's a quick 4 in the door for Gotham.
New Jacks looking for their first points.
It's a good way to stay ahead if you keep getting points and not letting the other team get points.
It's a good formula for success.
It's a good strategy.
They should patent that.
They should. This should be in strategy books everywhere for sportsing things.
Outscore the opponent.
Outscore the opponent. Put more points on the board than they do each time.
And prevent them from scoring.
Absolutely.
Double whammy.
That is some stellar strategy work right there.
All right, heading into jam number 4, we're going to have Space Invader on the line, number 1978, the year the video game was created. And who's that? Snot Rocket Science back again on the line. Snot Rocket Science, 2 for 2.
First lead where they actually have a chance to put points on the board.
And they need them.
Absolutely, they do. Initial pass by Space Invader.
Oh, shirt whip. Gotta love a jersey whip.
Absolutely. Unless the jersey gives way when that happens, and that could end badly. I've seen those happen too. It could end badly for the person that's whipping or the person that's being whipped off of. And
So
there's the whip on the replay coming up. Fantastic.
All right.
There we go.
Awesome. Awesome work here by Nerd Derby. Thanks to Chad and Beth.
And thanks to Sociopath sponsoring Nerd Derby.
Beauty Andy Beast on the line. First appearance for Beauty Andy Beast for the Gotham All-Stars. And a little ass kicker also making first appearance on the line, number 777. Beast picks up lead. So through the first 5 jams, teams alternating lead.
Although Gotham capitalizing far more on their leads than Jacksonville has been able to do at this time. Still a whole lot of game left to play. Fantastic defense by Gotham. Jacksonville not able to get any daylight at all. Pack stalled in turn number 2. And we do have a star pass. That's going to be number 912, Aaron Brawl, the captain, now jamming for Jacksonville.
And a direction of play penalty, sending number 241 on the white team. That's Jenny Matthews to the penalty box.
And Aaron Brawl not getting any sort of better advantage than her jammer was. Again, Pack still stalled in turn number 2.
Pushing that pack forward. Forearm penalty on the Gotham jammer. So this jam's going to go the full 2 minutes. Our first 2-minute jam.
And there we go, initial pass.
We had a track cut coming in also.
Track cut for Aaron Brawl. This is going to be a jammer and jammer do-si-do in the Restaurant Gus penalty box. They just wanted to dine together.
And they got the pivot cover on. There we go. The star was in hand, but the pivot cover was on. Now the pivot cover's on, but the star is in hand. Can you do that?
You can.
Apparently.
Not if you don't want to. If you want to get points, though, it's not advisable.
Yeah.
But she, I believe,
she's
she's still on her initial, so
yeah.
it doesn't really matter at this point. And the jam is going to come to an end. 4 in the pocket for Gotham is going to go up on the board, and that's going to be 32-3. Wow, a 16-0 jam.
Yeah,
for
Gotham doubles their score. Highest jam of the game. Jacksonville sitting on 3. 22 minutes and change left to play in the first period. Penalty box is empty. Who is out there on the jammer line?
2 jammers.
Just 2?
Just 2.
Sometimes they put whole teams of jammers. That's Kate Sarah for the Gotham All-Stars and Jam Sorella. First time these two have squared off against each other this game.
I was going to say, if your statistics have it, this should be Jacksonville's lead. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, though, so we're going to break that little trend, and it's going to be Kate Sarah picking up lead jammer status for Gotham.
Just given the time at the top of the pack, but finally Jam Sorella is able to complete the initial pack. Dred Hockley calling an illegal position on number 150, Alley.
So it'll be a 4-3 pack advantage for Gotham to start the next jam.
4 more points on the board brings Gotham up to 36.
And there's I like having replay. It's a wonderful feature.
So don't look at this for anything. That's in the past.
All right. Just about ready. We're going to have Misty Maven and Snot Rocket Science.
And Misty Maven quickly on her toe stops, easily through lead jammer status. Once again going to Gotham.
So 3 leads in a row, 4 of the last 5 for the Gotham All-Stars.
And it's Misty Maven flying by on the outside of turn number 1, virtually untouched for a 4-point pass. And again, she's going to take to the outside.
4 on penalty on Snot Rocket.
So it's power jam now for Gotham, who look to just keep on increasing. Four 3-pack advantage on the track for Gotham on the power jam.
Maven already sitting on 8 points. There's another 4.
Aaron Brawl out of the penalty box, so 4 blockers aside now.
Multiplayer coming in. That's Matt Manch calling the multiplayer on the pivot for the New Jack City Rollers.
That'll be her fourth, if my math is correct. Her fourth penalty this game.
Holy cow. Maven's got 16, not done. So this will set the new high mark.
Yes, it will. 20 seconds left on the jam clock.
5 scoring passes on the 6th now. Heard a whistle. Direction of play. Who's leaving? That is number 365, the Smacktivist. 3 more points, a total of 23. Brings Gotham All-Stars up to 59. New Jacks not scoring any points leaves them at 3, and both of these scores are prime numbers.
Absolutely.
59 and 3 are both prime numbers.
That's good to know.
And a prime day for roller derby.
That's some good mathin' right there. Derby mathin'.
And New Jack City going to take a team timeout.
I think that's a great idea. I do a little bit of coaching, and it's a good time to take a team timeout, break their momentum a little bit. And I usually, as a coach, at this time, I would just get my team in a circle and say, okay, let's breathe. Let's just all take a breath here, reset, refocus.
Yeah, Chloe points out Jacksonville's been held scoreless for the last 3 jams. Perfect time. You want to stop those vicissitudes of fortune in those 3 jams. Gotham has put 43 points on the board. So Gotham on a 43-0 run in the last 3 jams.
Yes, that's definitely time to break the momentum. So great timeout call by the coach of Jacksonville. So once again, for Jacksonville fans listening, don't forget that New Jack's fundraiser with the fan cloth, only till the end of June. Get your fan cloth. Support New Jack City. Find them on Facebook. If you're in the Montreal area listening, don't forget to check out Restaurant Gus. They are the penalty box sponsor for Montreal Roller Derby, have been for as long as I can remember.
Banque de penalty. Penalité. I'm trying to practice my French and read at the same time. Banque de pénalité. Here we go.
We'll go with that.
Space Invader going up against Leanne Grohl. First appearance on the line for Grohl. Oh, nope, excuse me. Second appearance on the line for Grohl. Also out there on jam number 3.
And Space Invader dances line on the inside, picks up lead jammer status.
That is 4 in a row for the Gotham All-Stars.
And tight defense. Leanne Grohl, however, makes it through on her initial pass. About the same time, Space Invader was coming through on a scoring pass, so it's going to be another 4-0 jam for Gotham. They don't have many 4-0 jams. It's like 20-0
right?
or 16-0 or 23-0.
Only their third 4-0 jam. Scoreboard not putting those points up yet. There we go.
Yeah. They just wanted to be sure it was only 4.
63-3, a 21-1 ratio.
Well, let's give a shout out to Gotham too. The fans in.
Heck yeah! Anybody listening in the New York City area, enjoy this game. It's going to be a great tournament. They already got to see the Wall Street Traders take a victory over the Helsinki Queen Bees by a score of 241-120 just to start this day. So the B team played, now the A team played. We got Kate Sarah on the line going up against Jam Starella.
And it's lead jammer status going to Jacksonville. Jam Strella. Jam Strella looking to break that 3 points. And it is a power jam for Jacksonville. Kate Sarah in the penalty box. Jam Strella also picking up a penalty. That's going to be a track cut, I believe. Yes, a track cut penalty on Jam Strella, so it's going to be a jammer do-si-do. Kate Sarasara out of the penalty box, back on the track. This jam going to go the full 2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. And
So,
Kate Sarasara is around and through on her initial pass.
ooh, I missed the call on Jam Sorella. What was the penalty?
Track cut.
Track cut. So our first 2 minute jam of the game with lead, our second 2 minute jam of the game with lead being lost there.
And there's Jam Strella around now on a scoring pass, bumped out to the outside of the straightaway. Kate Sarasara looking to put a few more points up on the board for Gotham.
10 more seconds left to play.
Jam Strella's around and through, and that's going to be 4 more points. That's going to more than double Jacksonville's points on the board. 4 seconds remaining. Can she put another point or two up? And yes. 4 more up on the board for Gotham, and how many more are going to go up for Jacksonville? Will they hit the 10-point mark?
I think they might even get 11, and we might have more primes. It might be prime versus prime again. Nope.
It's going to be a 3. No, a 2. So it's nope.
Total of 6 makes them 9.
9
Triples
points.
their score.
Don't quite hit the double digits, but they will get there.
And 8 points on the board for the Gotham All-Stars. Penalty box is empty. Maven on the line for the Gotham All-Stars, and who's on the line for the New Jack City Rollers?
It's not rocket science.
There it is.
And a pile up down the straightaway. It's not rocket science in that dog pile.
Forearm.
Misty Maven, lead jammer status. Yes, due to a forearm incurred by number 21, Coco Fry. 2 in the box for Jacksonville, a 4-2 pack advantage favoring Gotham.
Destruction is the call on white 150 alley. So now an army of 1. Only 1 blocker out there. That's number 235, Atomic Meltdown. Only blocker on the track. A 2-minute penalty. Someone's picking up an insubordination.
And it's difficult being the only person on the track because you have got to stay within 10 feet of the opposing team or you go to the box as well. I've been guilty of that a time or two.
Yeah, the skater in the penalty box is the one with the full minute. Directional play penalty coming in now. That is number 213, Sport Chop. And the jam is called. 12 points for Gotham, brings them up to 83. And New Jack sitting on 9.
So it's going to be 3 blockers aside when we start the next jam. All right. If you are within the sound of my voice, then jump on a plane and get here. No.
Yeah, wherever you are in the world, if you can get to Montreal this weekend, you should. And that includes Mo Chismo, our fellow announcer, who is running into a string of bad luck. His flight got canceled.
And then his car,
broke down. All right, out on the jammer lane, we have Beauty Andy Beast and Leanne Grohl. And lead has gone to Leanne Grohl. First lead in 6 jams.
And it's going to be Beast closing in, not lead jammer, but going to come around and through, put 4 points up on the board. And it's going to be another scoring pass coming through over Gotham. Leanne Grohl just getting no help at all. And there it is, Beast around and through, and another 4 points up on the board for Gotham. Now sitting at 91.
Star has been passed, or at least that was the indication.
It is, yes. It's in her hand in the
there
hand
it
of
is.
the pivot number 18, Slatoven, now jamming for Jacksonville.
Second star pass, first one to go to Slatoven.
And Slatoven also not getting anywhere. However, jump back on the track there, and we're not at the exact angle.
Swipperoo. Yeah, switcheroo.
We're not at the exact angle, but from where I was sitting, it looked like it might have been a little bit of a cut. But
I had the self-same thought, but the referees have a much better angle than I do.
Absolutely. So they know best, and it results in her getting her initial pass, and now 4 points up on the board. And Jacksonville has crossed into the double digits.
There you go. And 4 more points on the board for Gotham, and they're almost into triple digits.
It's hard to get a good palindrome when one team's in double and one team's in single digits. We had kind of one. We had 91 to 9, so that was
there you
the
go.
closest to a palindrome.
919. That's sure it counts.
It counts. It's kind of stealing one, but it's there. So for all you math people out there, we did have an almost palindrome. So it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
There you go.
Gotham 99, Jacksonville 15. The Smacktivist jamming for Gotham. Little last kicker with the star for New Jack City Rollers. And there it is, little last kicker, lead jammer status, New Jack City Rollers.
Only the second appearance on the jammer line for Little Ass Kicker.
The last kicker quickly around, huge hit by number 17, Fast and Loose.
Misconduct called on number 24, Dewey Blocks. Locking it down, Skater as my guess.
And there's the Smacktivist around and through. 4 points up on the board.
And that puts Gotham up over the century mark.
And the Smacktivist just gets bumped out off the outside of turn number 1. But Little Last Kicker's got another 4 points up for Jacksonville.
New Jack City with back-to-back lead jams for the first time this game. And 3 of the last 4 leads have gone to the New Jack City Rollers.
But they're not able to capitalize at this point. That was an 8-5 jam in favor of Gotham, with New Jack City having lead jammer status. So the Smacktivist doing some great work and was closing again quickly around. And so it was Jacksonville only able to put 1 point on in that last pass as the Smacktivist was right there.
All right, 107 plays 20, and we have an official timeout with 9 minutes and 49 seconds, only our second stoppage of play. Let's see if they adjust the score. Quick official timeout. It is now over.
Maybe they just needed a sip of water.
Candlesticks are nice.
Candlesticks.
So 1 New Jack City skater in the box. Gotham at full strength. Space Invader jamming against Jamsterella, and we are underway.
And there's Space Invader lead jammer status again to Gotham. A little fancy dancing at the front there. Pirouette, spin around. That was some ballet level stuff.
Track cut coming in. And another, New Jacks loses their pivot on the track cut. So they will be pivotless and down a blocker.
And is that Aaron Go Brawl? Number 912?
I didn't catch the number.
If that's Aaron Go Brawl, that's likely her 5th penalty.
I think it ends in a 7, but my eyesight isn't so good. Maybe that end in a 7? Oh, only Little Ass Kicker, and could have been her. All right, 4 more points on the board. Look at that, 111, playing 20.
And again, if you are listening and you are in the Montreal area, hopefully you are just having your morning coffee and getting ready to come down to Arena St. Louis to watch this happening live. It's way better live. You can't smell the derby sweat when you're sitting on your couch.
Misty Maven has lead jammer over Snot Rocket Science. Smell the derby.
Nothing like a good derby smell in the morning. I
love the smell of derby in the morning. Cut. That is White 213. Sport Chop on the cut. Initial pass completed by Snot Rocket Science.
Black 213, Gotham.
Oh, yes. The numbers were in white. Sometimes I do that.
I was like, wait, where?
115 points for the Gotham All-Stars. New Jacks sitting on 20. If you're just tuning in, this is La Classique Georgia W Tush, the 2nd annual. We are coming to you from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I am Bobby Narco. I'm joined by Jax. Our producer is Chloe, and this production is brought to you by Nerd Derby with Chad and Beth. Matchup between the Gotham Girls All-Stars and the New Jack City Rollers, 115-20. Kate Sarah jamming against Leanne Grohl.
And both jammers free on their initial pass. Kate Sarasara with lead. Leanne Grohl about a quarter track behind her. Both coming in a scoring pass, and that's going to be quickly around for Kate Sarasara. A 4-0 jam for Gotham. Stellar jammer awareness by Kate Sarasara on that pass.
3 leads in a row for the Gotham All-Stars. Thanks, Chloe, for the great stat tracking you're doing. Each team with, each team with 1 skater in the penalty box, but I caught the white side of Violet Knockout's jersey. It's actually 2 Gotham skaters in the penalty box. First timeout for Gotham.
So this is a great advantage, or a great opportunity for Jacksonville to put some more points on the board with a 4-2 pack advantage going into this next jam. Once again, I'll give a shout out to Restaurant Gus, the penalty box sponsors for Montreal Roller Derby for a long time here. Restaurant Gus. If you are in the Montreal area, check out Restaurant Gus. They might have candlesticks. I don't know.
This is a WFTDA-recognized tournament. The recognized tournament program recognizes and supports high-quality Women's Flat Track Derby Association member-hosted tournaments worldwide, allowing for various tournament structures. The program establishes a consistent standard for tournament officiating and games management. And you can see the complete schedule for this year's recognized tournaments at WFTDA.com/events.
Might I also throw in that the WFTDA Championships will be brought to you from Montreal, Quebec.
Are we going to be in the same arena? I don't think this arena is big enough. We're going to have a bigger space.
We're going to be in the Olympic Park, I believe. No, no, we aren't.
It's Chloe knows.
It's a huge venue. Okay, Chloe's going to write it down because she said it in French and it sounded lovely. I just don't know what she said.
So have we started?
I'm from Ontario. I'm Canadian, but I'm from Ontario.
We are underway.
We are
There's
underway.
Misty Maven and Jam Starella. We're actually 12 seconds into this jam. Don't let the lack of motion fool you.
And a beautiful apex hop by Jam Strella to pick up lead jammer status. Center Claude Robillard is the champs venue. Tickets are on sale on Monday. So that's good information to have.
Let's leave that out.
Let's leave that out. So that is great information to have.
Thanks, Chloe. Direction of pay penalty coming in. That's Violet Knockout on the direction of play.
And a beautiful backwards pass by Jam Strella to put 4 on the board for Jacksonville.
Gotham has not been held scoreless since jam number 4.
Well, they won't be held scoreless this jam either.
And they still haven't been held scoreless since jam number 4.
However, Jacksonville did win this jam, an 11-4 jam favoring Jacksonville.
11 points, first double-digit jam on the board for the New Jack City Rollers and the highest jam of the game for them. And increases their score by 50%, bringing them up to 31. Palindrome-ish, but not quite a palindrome.
Not quite,
123 to 31. Pair of aces, pair of trays with a deuce kicker. 1, 2, 3, 3, 1. Also a zip code somewhere in upstate New York.
That's not a bad poker hand.
No, not a bad poker hand at all.
I mean, I would play that hand. I'm not a good poker player, though, so don't take my advice. And we are back underway. Beast jamming for Gotham, and it's not rocket science with the star for New Jacks. And it's again Beast picking up lead jammer status for Gotham. It's not rocket science. 1 blocker left to beat. Initial pass now complete for Jacksonville.
Beast is now 2 for 3 on the jammer line as lead.
And stays in bounds and tiptoes around the inside of turn number 2 to put 4 more points up on the board. And with Snot Rocket Science closing fast, calls it off. I have some information as well, or if there's any announcers within the sound of my voice. I have it on good authority that the WFTDA announcer applications for 2019 will be live sometime today.
Ah, good to know, good to know.
The announcement of the tournament head announcers will be revealed sometime today. So keep posted if you're interested in that kind of thing, as we are.
Indeed. All right, Space Invader on the line going up against Leanne Grohl. Space Invader now 2 for 4 on the jammer line. Had been 2 for 3 going in, but Leanne Grohl picks up lead.
And Space Invader still has not made her initial pass. Leanne Grohl around quickly, putting points now on the board now for Jacksonville.
Second lead jam for Grohl.
And there's the initial pass for Space Invader. But a half a track around. Leanne Grohl going to call it off, but it looks like a couple more on the board.
There, Gotham's held scoreless.
And I know that this is not a derby topic, but it's a sports topic, and because I'm Canadian, I got to give a shout out to the Toronto Raptors for winning the NBA championships last night.
Yeah, absolutely have to.
I still get goosebumps when I say that the NBA championship has come to Canada for the first time ever,
and
leaving the United
richly
States.
Deserved a hard-fought win last night. Congratulations to Toronto. As a California boy, it broke my heart a little bit to see my Golden State Warriors go down, but can't take anything away from Toronto's victory. Out on the jammer line, Kate Sarah picking up lead for the Gotham All-Stars. Little ass kicker still in the pack for the New Jack City Rollers. Some teams have strict jammer rotations. Neither of these teams is that team. Both of these teams using multiple jammers and throwing them out there in no discernible order.
One of our spectators saw GOT on the scoreboard and immediately thought Game of Thrones.
Pack strung out. Kate's got one to beat at the top of the pack. Out of play, has to let her go. And 4 points on the board for Kate Sarah. So 102-point lead for the Gotham All-Stars now. You were saying?
Mark Nunziata watching says, can someone pass a message to the Gotham bench that they want to see Yeti or Not, Here I Come jam? So I will pass that on to our producer, Chloe, and see if,
maybe halftime.
At halftime, if Chloe can get that message to the bench.
Minute and a half left to play in the first period. Forearm penalty coming in. Who's going? That is the New Jack City pivot, number 18, Slatehoven. 4 more points on the board for Kate Sarah. She's up to 16.
Yeti is the pivot, so maybe Yeti will jam.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? Apex lead coming around turn number 1. A big air for Kate Sarah. Illegal position is the call. Who is leaving on the illegal position? 2-4-1 on the white team, Jenny Matthews.
I was going to say maybe Yeti will jam at taking the star, but not with Kate Sarah doing those
cut
apex
coming
jumps.
in at the very end on number 777. So this is going to be a power start for the Gotham All-Stars.
All right, here we go. And there's that little apex jump by Kate Sarah. What a beauty that was.
And not surprisingly, we're going to have an official review by New Jacks. I wouldn't be at all surprised if they are challenging that track cut that was assessed at the very end.
Thank you to Nerd Derby for that fantastic replay work of that beautiful apex hop by Kate Sarah.
Nerd Derby has been doing a fantastic job. I've worked with them at several of the WFTDA-recognized tournaments. Chad and Beth just knocking it out of the park every single time. $23 points there for Kate Sarah. Ties the highest jam of the game. Misty Maven also put 23 points on the board back in jam number 7. And as soon as we know what's going on with the official review, we'll let you know. We'll tell you about it at halftime. All right, back to play. Misty Maven on the line, number 1706 for the Gotham All-Stars, picking up lead jam. That's 2 in a row, 3 of the last 4, and 7 of the last 9.
And this could potentially be the final jam of the half.
Forearm penalty was called.
3-3 blockers on the track now.
Forearm penalty coming in on number.
And that's Jamstrella. That's going to be a power jam now for Gotham. to close out the first half.
So perhaps that track cut was waved off because we're starting with a new jammer.
I guess it must have been. The game clock has ticked down to 0, so this will be the final jam of the half, with Misty Maven getting hammered off the apex. And that's going to freeze Jim Strella in the penalty box, and we are at halftime, folks. Go get yourself a drink, have a quick smoke, and don't forget we'll be back here in less than 15 minutes. And again, I'd like to give a shout out to Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom sewn-to-order legwear for teams, individuals, size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Yes, you. Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. Team discounts are available. Please see sociopath.ca for more details. That's SEWCIOPATH.ca for more details. Thank you, Sociopath. Might I also add that their Sociopath is stand-up. They are stand-up people.
All our sponsors are stand-up people.
Absolutely.
Especially proud of the folks at Sociopath. Get yourself, like Jack said, refresh your beverage, fill your lungs, and come on back in about 10 minutes. We'll have some statistical analysis for you.
And maybe use the facilities.
Yes, if you need.
Yes.
All right, welcome back to La Classique Georgia W Tush 2019, the second annual. This is the second game of Friday, June 14th. It is a matchup between the Gotham Girls Roller Derby All-Stars in black and the Jacksonville Roller Derby New Jack City Rollers in white. Score is now 161-33 in favor of the Gotham Girls All-Stars. I'm Bobby Narco. I'm joined by Jax. Our producer is Chloe. Jax, I understand you got some penalty information for us.
Well, yes, Bobby, I do. Gotham not in any real penalty trouble. 10 total team penalties in that first half. No one sitting on more than 2 penalties. However, we look over to the other side of the page, and it's a different story for Jacksonville. 26 team penalties. We've got Ali Slatoven and Dewey Block sitting on 3 penalties, but the really big one for us to watch is their captain, Aaron Gobral, sitting on 5 penalties going into the second half.
Yeah, that's tough. Also talking about penalties, there was some confusion about an official review right next to the last jam, the penultimate jam, jam number 19. It turns out that the official review was not called because the referees were already conferring about the track cut penalty on the jammer and decided to waive it off. So Jacksonville was not charged with an official review. They would have won it had it been registered. I have
what about numbers, Bobby?
Yeah, Chloe has been doing some amazing work for us here, so we got some good numbers for you. In terms of lead jam, Gotham has had leads 13 times. New Jack City's had 7 times. There were 20 total jams. There was one jam without a score. That was jam number 2. There's been a lead in every jam, although sometimes the lead has been lost. We had 2-minute jams in jam 5 and jam number 9, those being the cases where the lead was lost. In terms of percentages, for Gotham, Misty Maven is 6 for 7 on the jammer line. She leads all scorers with 70 points. Space Invader is 2 for 4 on the jammer line. The Smacktivist is 0 for 1 on the jammer line. Beauty and the Beast is 2 for 3. Kate Sarah is 3 for 5. Over on the Jacksonville side of the board, Jamsterella is 2 for 6 on the jammer line, as is Snot Rocket Science. Leon Grohl is 2 for 5, and Little Ass Kicker is 1 for 3. And leading all points for Jacksonville with 11 points is Jamsterella, and those came all in one single jam, which marks the high score for Jacksonville. That was back in jam number 16. Highest individual jam for Gotham is 23 points, put on the board in jam number 7 by Misty Maven and by Kate Sarah in jam number 19. No star passes by Gotham. New Jack City has passed the star twice, once to number 912, Aaron Gobral, and once to number 18, Slathoven. There have been 3 jammer penalties on the New Jack City Rollers jammers, 2 cuts and a forearm. Gotham Girls All-Stars only sent 1 jammer to the penalty box for a forearm, and that was back in jam number 5.
Fantastic, and that's taken us just down to under 10 seconds according to the clock that we see. However, the clock that you see says 20 seconds. We got 20 more seconds.
Yeah, we certainly do. There's no
skaters
out there on the track yet.
That's a requirement, I think, for a jam to happen, is we need skaters. But we did just hear that swooping whistle of the referee is calling the skaters to the track. The game clock is all set with another fresh 30 minutes on the board for period number 2. Jacksonville's out there ready to go, and here comes Gotham to the track. Once again, New Jacks listeners, anybody in the Jacksonville area, or anybody with Facebook, if you'd like some New Jacks, if you'd like to help support New Jack City, purchase fan cloth only till the end of June, hit them up on Facebook. Again, New Jacks is doing a fundraiser.
So we're starting off in a power jam. Misty Maven going to be wearing the star for the Gotham All-Stars, and Jamsterella starting from the restaurant Gus Banque de Penalité. Nice spin move. Picking up lead jam is Misty Maven.
And Jamsterella on her initial pass.
Out of the box and out of the pack.
Made very short work of her initial pass, which is going to hold the Gotham Girls to 4. Gotham All-Stars, Gotham Girls All-Stars with the hyphen. With the hyphen. The hyphen is...
We have All-Stars here this weekend that are not hyphenated. Who are they? It's the arch rival All-Stars, 2 separate words. But then and the Victorian Roller Derby All-Stars, 2 separate words. But we have the Gotham hyphenated All-Stars and the Helsinki hyphenated All-Stars.
So these are All-Stars, whereas arch rival are All-Stars.
Yes.
Got it.
Hey now, you're an All-Star. Meanwhile, Kate Sarah jamming against Snot Rocket Science, and Kate Sarah picks up lead as soon as she hit turn number 1.
Maybe even before. Maybe when she hit the
that
pivot
pivot
line,
stripe,
that other line that used to be
that
used
line?
back in the day.
Multiplayer coming in, nobody leaving yet. There it is, number 92 on the white team. Nope, no 9-2. 9-1-2, was that 9-1-2? Oh, I hope not. That Aaron Gobral on the multiplayer, maybe. Kate's through for another 5. Skip 5. That was last year. Kate threw for 4.
Throwback.
Yeah. Talking about the pivot line and 5-point passes.
Well, it's Friday, so we'll have to call it Fallback Friday.
There you go. Hot Tub Time Machine Friday. 7 points on the board for Kate. Brings the Gotham All-Stars to 172.
And it's going to be a 4-3 pack advantage for Gotham.
Is that a true 4-to-1 ratio? Is 33 times 4 172?
Yes. No, it's not. It's 174.
It might be a 5-to-1 ratio, but not true. Bikini working the calculator. Excuse me, Chloe working the calculator.
Oh.
All right, Misty Maven and Leanne Grohl now are our jammers.
And I was wrong anyways with my guess, so.
I get all excited when the multiples line up.
And math.
27 minutes left in regulation.
And I believe that was 9-1-2 out of the penalty box back on the track.
Grohl fighting a brace 2-wall. Roxy Dallas playing quarterback. Bonita Applebaum up there. Yeti or not, here I come, also participating. Penalty coming in. It's on the jammer. Forearm penalty.
Actually, no, that was 9-3-4 that was in the box, so I believe that Aaron Gobral is still sitting on 5.
There you go. Maven finally picks up lead. Track cut comes in also. So Jacksonville losing a blocker.
And fun fact, this is Leanne Grohl's first penalty.
Oh, nice.
She was one of only 2 Jacksonville skaters that did not incur a penalty in the first half. Leanne Grohl and Lil Last Kicker was the other one that did not get a penalty in the first half.
Maven through for 4. Nice hip check in the back of the pack by number 235, Atomic Meltdown. I like when the name on the jersey doesn't match the name on the roster.
It gets a little confusing.
Direction of play penalty coming in on Yeti or not, here I come. Another 4 points for Misty Maven.
And as they hit the Restaurant Gus penalty box, it's going to be the pivot, number 21, Coco Fry, back on the track. So a 4-3 pack advantage now for Jacksonville.
Maven looks at Thor. Thor says, skate it around.
And we have a star pass going to Coco Fry. Out of the box and into the jammer roll as the jam comes to an end with Coco Fry closing on the back of the pack.
Third star pass of the game, first of the half for the New Jack City Rollers.
And that is going to freeze Yeti or not, here I come in the penalty box. It'll be a 4-3 pack advantage for Jacksonville to start the next jam. The Restaurant Gus penalty box.
Oh, yes.
Might I add?
Some great tournaments coming up. Next weekend, there's the Hometown Throwdown hosted by Rose City Rollers out in Portland, Oregon. And same weekend, the East Coast Derby Extravaganza down in Feasterville, Pennsylvania, hosted by Philly Roller Derby. And then there's all kinds of postseason stuff. We'll tell you more about that after the next set of whistles. Meanwhile, the pack is in retrograde. Jax, what is going on?
Oh, it's Space Invader and Jam Strella. Space Invader working the star for Gotham. Got drawn back to the middle of the apex between turn 3 and 4. That's going to allow Jam Strella through on her initial pass. Lead jammer status, Jacksonville. Space Invader quickly around and through, however, on her initial pass.
First lead of the half for Jacksonville.
And it's about a half a track advantage for Jacksonville as Jam Strella going to pick up 2 more points, bringing Jacksonville up to 35 and calls the jam.
First points of the half for Jacksonville.
First points of the half, yes it is.
And only the 3rd time this game that Gotham has been held scoreless.
It's not an easy feat.
Yeah, they hung a 0 on Gotham in jam number 4 and in jam number 18. And then back here in jam number 4. Gotham's not liking jam number 4s. But Jacksonville's loving them. All right, take us out to the track, Jax. What's going on? Taylor Zola's time.
That is going, certainly is. Beauty and the Beast jamming for Gotham. It's not rocket science with the star for New Jack City. And it's a Beast working to the front of the pack. 1 blocker left to get around. Number 24, Dewey Blocks, holding her back. Working Dewey Blocks over. Beast stretching out the pack around turn number 4. And there it is, lead jammer status.
Had a multiplayer called on Roxy Dallas. Thins out the pack a little bit in the back. Hopefully that'll help spring the Jacksonville jammer. Oh, what a hit by Violet knockout. She's getting a directional play for that, and a well-earned.
Absolutely. Absolutely well earned. That was one of those maybe worth it penalties because Snot Rocket Science was on a tear coming around the apex and was going to break free. But she's broken free now. Snot Rocket Science initial pass complete. Beauty Andy Beast In the pack on a scoring pass, Not Rocket Science closing, looking to put a couple of points up on the board, and there it is, Not Rocket Science.
Yeah, nice move by Snot Rocket Science. Caught all the Gotham skaters on the outside, went inside, picked up 3 points.
And that's a steal.
8s are wild.
By Jacksonville. Maybe not for long. We got 4 more going up on the board for Gotham. That's going to be a 7-3 jam in favor of Gotham. Now you only got a pair of 8s up there. I wouldn't bet on that hand.
Actually, it's a total of 4.
Oh, it's a total of 4.
Yeah, so it's 189 to 38.
All right, it is. So a 4-3 good on Jacksonville for that 3-point steal in there. Catching them off guard.
Kate Sarah going up against Leanne Grohl.
4-3 pack advantage in favor of Gotham.
Rematch of jam number 15.
And it's Leanne Grohl picking up lead jammer status for New Jack City Rollers.
Only the second lead for the New Jack City Rollers.
And Leanne Grohl bumped out to the inside of the apex, resets. 1 blocker left to beat, now 2. Good recycling on Gotham. And it's Leanne Grohl working to the front of the pack, now through, clear of the pack. 4 more points up on the board for Jacksonville, taking them up to 42. Kate Sarah, star in hand now. Still needs to complete her initial pass, and it's Leanne Grohl around on another scoring pass, looking for a little help from her friends.
I'm going to ask a favor from our listening audience. After the game, each of the announcers is asked to pick an MVP. I get so caught up in the action that I'm going to be asking you guys for some suggestions. Please feel free to suggest who should be the MVP jammer and blocker for each team. Because I've been watching so much Derby that sometimes I forget. Oh, our first star pass of the game for Gotham goes to number 23, Libby Smalls.
And she breaks through just in time. Jacksonville going to call the jam off. An 8-0 jam in favor of Jacksonville.
And look at that. The Jacksonville is on a 13-4 run in the last 3 jams.
Is that the most points to none for Jacksonville?
Yes. Most to none.
Most
yes.
to none?
Not the most points. That was an 11-point
That was
jam.
poorly worded on my part, but you knew what I meant, so that was good. I got the message across.
That was an 11-4, so it was a net gain of 7. 8-0 is a gain of 8. See how good with math like that.
Shout out to Bigley Smalls now on the live stream, and Jillian Rookard has joined. Welcome to our broadcast here.
Jamsterella picks up lead for Jacksonville. That's 2 in a row and 3 of the last 4.
And she's going to hold Misty Maven to no points. A quick 4 in the door, taking Jacksonville to 50.
How about that? First time that Gotham has been held scoreless in back-to-back jams.
Fantastic.
And here comes Jacksonville. Maven heading to the back to the bench. Gotcha.
See all these people, great jam for Jax. They're, way to go, Jax. See, my name's Jax, so I take that personally. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm doing my best. Appreciate the recognition.
So we've got a vote for Jamstrella here for.
All right.
To answer your question.
Keep them coming, folks. I got to pick a jammer and a blocker. So do you, Jax. We and Chloe gets to pick. We all got to pick jammer and a blocker for each team.
Yes, we do.
Space Invader now. Going against the little ass kicker. Forearm is on the pivot, and lead goes to Gotham.
Lots of love coming in for Jacksonville. Jacksonville fans are listening en masse. So Jacksonville fans, shout out to you. Don't forget, New Jack's fundraiser with fan cloth only till the end of June. Find them on Facebook. I'm sure you know where to find them. Don't forget to get your fan cloth and support New Jacks.
Also give some love to all the Florida announcers who are probably listening. I'm sure Albie Dam was listening. Vince Hannity's got to be there. Who am I forgetting? Ooh, forearm penalty. Lead is lost. This jam will go the first full 2 minutes. Our first 2-minute jam of the half.
That is
third
Space
of the game.
Invader in the box.
Stand by Tommy. He's probably listening as well. I wouldn't be at all surprised if DJ Ito was listening to the broadcast as well.
And Aaron Gobral, having 5 penalties in the first half, has, to my knowledge, not seen the penalty box in the second half.
Multiplayer block gets called on Livy Smalls.
Oh, we've got a vote for Leanne Grohl for MVP Jammer as well.
Yeah, that's a great call.
Yeah, she had the, she was like, again, as I said, one of 2 skaters for Jacksonville that went penalty free in the first half.
So 8 points on the board stops that scoreless streak that Gotham had been and brings them up to 197 points. And flips the 0 over to the Jacksonville side of the board. They had been on 4 jams in a row where they had put points on the board. Now that comes to a halt.
We got a second vote for Jamstrella for MVP Jammer. And we got a shout out for DJ Ito, who's going to be busy DJing for Gainesville this weekend.
Nice. Space Invader starting from the penalty box and
a nice little apex jump for Snot Rocket Science. Lead jammer status going to Jacksonville.
I'm sure I'm forgetting some of my other voices of Florida. My apologies to them. Direction of play penalty coming in.
But we're here all weekend, so there's time.
There you go, there you go. I don't know if I'll get another Jacksonville broadcast. Direction of play penalty is on number 150, Alley.
And there's another a little apex hop there, Space Invader this time. And that's going to take Gotham over the double century mark.
4-1 is the ratio.
4-1 plus 1. That was just fun to say.
It was.
I can do that math. Oh, not anymore, though, because that was a 4-3 jam. We are just about at the halfway point of the second half. Who do we have coming up in our next bout? Arch rival?
We're going to have, wow, this is taped there.
There we go.
Victorian versus Arch. A-teams.
A-teams, absolutely.
Yep. Victorian coming in the number 2 seed, Arch rival the number 4 seed. That is going to be a fantastic matchup.
And following that is going to be Helsinki and Montreal A-teams. Wow, you don't want to go too far for the next couple of bouts.
Yep, Montreal coming in at number 6 and Helsinki coming in at number 19. We have an official review going on here. So as soon as we know, let's see, where's it flashing? It's flashing on the Jacksonville side of the scoreboard.
All righty. So we will get you that information when we get that information. And might I add, you don't want to go anywhere all day today because there's fantastic roller derby happening.
We got A-teams, we got B-teams, we have juniors.
With juniors, yes. That is correct. We do have juniors.
Gotham juniors are here, the Montreal juniors are here, and Tri-City juniors are here.
Fantastic, fantastic skaters. If you haven't seen a juniors bout, it's amazing to watch. These kids range in age from 8 to 18 years old. They skate at 3 different skill levels, all in the same game, sometimes on the track at the same time.
Yep.
And it's amazing to watch the self-awareness that they have, the track awareness, the awareness of the other skaters. They know what level.
And the athleticism.
Just
the apex leaps, they get as high, they get as far as the adults do.
Absolutely. I've been the tournament head announcer for the Fresh and the Furious in Toronto for the past few years, and it's amazing watching these kids come out of the juniors program that have been skating sometimes 6, 7, 8 years, coming in playing their first adult game at the Fresh and the Furious, or maybe their second or third adult game at the Fresh and the Furious. And their skill level is just, you think they've been skating for years, and they have, but not at the adult level, and they just blow everybody outside of the water.
And Gotham's got some skaters who came out of the program, who came out of the junior program, not on their current roster right now that I'm seeing, but on the B team from earlier. They had Bellatrix was out there, was a Gotham junior. Meanwhile, we're back on the track. We don't know what happened with that official review. We'll let you know as soon as we do. Well, there was no adjustment to the scoreboard.
Or to the penalty box.
Misty Maven is the lead jammer now.
What is Jacksonville's rank currently? You have that intel?
Jacksonville is 10th.
Yes.
Sitting on a
Lori
5
Redder
and
Larson was
6.
just confirming that it is 10th, and yes, it is. So the Smacktivists did jam in the first half. For those of you looking for the Smacktivists to jam, that did happen.
205 to 53. Oh, I'm listening to the house announcers. Okay, so the official review was lost. They were challenging a direction of play penalty, but on further review, the direction of play penalty will stand as called. As overhearing our house announcers.
Alrighty. Sometimes they have the information.
Lead jam to Jacksonville. That is Leanne Grohl. And that's Kate Sarah coasting behind. Are going to be our second scoreless of the game, first of the half.
So we get a little bit of intel on Leanne Grohl here, coming in from viewer Stephanie Gantz, saying that Grohl has been blocking and bracing this season, not jamming.
Oh.
She's had to come into a jamming role just recently, so doing a phenomenal job jumping in.
Yeah, one of the go-to jammers this game.
Yeah, jumping back into the jammer position and doing great at it, having
and now
not had a lot of prep time prior to the tournament.
Official timeout being indicated. Score clock showing 13 minutes and 54 seconds left in regulation.
Once again, we are brought to you by Nerd Derby, making us sound good, look good for you guys all day long. And Sociopath, a skater-run business offering custom sewn-to-order legwear for teams and individuals. Size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Yes, you. Sociopath offers dozens of armbands and helmet cover options for scrimmages and competitions. Team discounts are available. Please see sociopath.ca for more details. That's SEWCIOPATH.ca for more details.
Nerd Derby is the New England Roller Derby report. So we are glad to have them. Talk a little bit about the WFTDA postseason coming up. First, we're going to have some Continental Cups. There's the WFTDA Continental Cup for North America West in Orem, Utah. That's going to be August 9th through the 11th. Then the Continental Cup North America East 2 weekends later and Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And then the European Continental Cup October 5th and 6th in Helsinki.
Penalty to the Jacksonville captain for bench staff wearing sandals. Oh, ouch. And the Jacksonville captain is Erin Gobral. That will be her 6th penalty.
Holy cow.
And it might even be her 7th penalty. Let's see. No, she's standing. She looks like she's ready to go back onto the track. So
Chloe, did you see who the jammer was? Sorry, that last jam. My scoreboard has a gap in it. Anybody watching at home who I know that a 5:53 Beauty and the Beast got lead, picked up 4 points to bring Gotham up to 209. There we go. Chad picking it up. It's not rocket science.
So a lesson as we see Misty Maven take another lead jammer status for Gotham. A lesson for all you bench staff out there. Bench staff, make sure you are wearing closed-toe footwear if you are on the sidelines. Do not wear sandals. That could cost your captain a penalty, as it just did for Erin Gobral, and gives her 6th penalty of the bout.
4 more points on the board. Those were picked up by Misty Maven. That puts the Gotham All-Stars at 213. And with Jacksonville sitting on 55, it is 2 points shy of a true, no, never mind, withdrawn. It is 7 points shy of a true 4-1 margin.
Yes, 47 minutes of the game and got away with wearing sandals for almost the whole game, but just not quite.
Maybe they just changed into the sandals?
Maybe.
Space Invader picking up lead jam for the Gotham All-Stars. Leanne Grohl, the jammer for Jacksonville.
See, and we are educating the masses here because people didn't know that sandals would be an issue. So now sandals are an issue, but people are now aware to not wear sandals on the sidelines.
You have your footwear has to have toes and heels and a sole, I believe.
Squished piggies are no good.
Yep.
Wheels are bad on bare toes. Yes.
So 3 jams in a row have been hit it and quit it. 4-0 jams for the Gotham All-Stars. They are now sitting at 217. Jacksonville camped out at 55.
It's a safety hazard, yes. Wearing sandals by bench staff is a penalty. Yes, it's a safety hazard, as open toes and rolling wheels are not a safe thing.
If you are going to be on the skating surface, protect your tootsies.
Yes, that also goes for NSOs.
Yeah.
That are out on the track. You can't wear sandals. So just if you're involved in the game in some capacity on feet, not skates, don't wear open toes. I would not advise.
I think even here as announcers, because we're on the floor.
Absolutely.
If we were up in a tower,
We'd
it
be
might
okay,
be
yes.
yeah, it might be a different thing.
I wouldn't recommend open-toed skates either.
Oh, track got called on Kate Sarah.
That's a
Lead is open.
power jam going to Snot Rocket Science.
Track cut coming in now. Who's leaving on that track cut?
Coco
That's 21.
Fry.
Yep.
Coco Fry the pivot. So Snot Rocket Science rounding through lead jammer status going to Jacksonville. So lead was not given to Kate Sarah prior to the track cut. So that's good news for Jacksonville. And a nice little spinorama by Snot Rocket Science. 2 blockers left to beat at the front of the pack.
Just about 10 minutes left to play in regulation. Jam is called, but 4 points on the board stops the skid that Jacksonville had been in.
And
brings them up to 59.
It freezes Gotham in the penalty box. It'll be a power start for Jacksonville. However, Coco Fry pivot for Jacksonville also in the penalty box.
So no free star pass. Yeti or not wearing the pivot cover for the Gotham All-Stars, so who knows, we might get another Yeti jam.
We might.
Or we might get a Yeti jam, sorry.
We might get another Smacktivist jam.
Yes,
people were looking for that as well.
That's the word I was looking for. That's the skater.
And here we go. Kate Sarah toe stopping around. However, no.
Back-to-back track cuts.
Absolutely. And back-to-back leads for Jacksonville as Jamstrella now through on her initial pass, lead jammer status.
Only the 3rd time this game that Jacksonville has had consecutive lead jams. Black 2-2-1 high block. That is Yeti or not. High, here I come on the high block.
The topic of discussion of the day now on here is sandals.
Strappy ones. Let's,
Or the do's and don'ts of when to wear them. Save them for the after party, although I wouldn't recommend wearing
wouldn't wear
sandals
that
there either.
Save them for the awards banquet. Jamsarella with 8 points, not done. Oh, track cut on Jamsarella. This will go the full 2 minutes. Lead is lost.
She did go down. Both skates were in. Both hands went out, however.
Second 2-minute jam of the game, second of the half, fourth of the game, all have come because lead was lost.
30 more seconds remaining in this jam.
150-point lead. Keith's still on the initial, yes? Nope, that's a scoring pass.
I was going to say, well, we'll know in a second.
Yeah.
And there it is. And empty Restaurant Gus penalty box now with 4 seconds remaining on the clock. Both jammers in the pack, in scoring position. And Jamstrella being very careful not to take another track cut penalty there, keeping her skates in. One hand touchdown, but that's okay.
Ooh, 222 versus 69.
A 10-5 jam for Jacksonville. They doubled up Gotham.
That's the highest jam of the half for Jacksonville and the second highest of the game. They did have an 11-point jam back in jam number 16. Oh, more points are added. This is the high water mark now. 12 points brings Jacksonville up to 71. Thank you, Chloe, for pointing that out. And lead now.
Track cut on the jammer for Gotham. This is going to be a power jam now for Leanne Grohl in Jacksonville. Misty Maven now sitting.
3 lead jams in a row for Jacksonville and 3 jams in a row where the Gotham jammer has gone to the penalty box on a track cut.
This is going to be a track cut now for Leanne Grohl, a jammer do-si-do happening. So this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes with 1:30 remaining on the clock and 6:30 remaining on the game clock. And Violet Knockout just took herself out there a little bit in the turn.
A little bit of a smile from Violet.
Misty Maven now back on the track in a scoring position. And Leanne Grohl now out of the penalty box, an empty Restaurant Gus penalty box now.
Yeah, no rating at the restaurant. Multiplayer, spoke too soon. Multiplayer penalty called on Jacksonville. It's 1-5-0.
As long as
Alley.
it's not number 912.
Yeah.
And it's another jammer penalty. It's a power jam now for Gotham. Misty Maven around and through. She's got 38 seconds of time left on the track, and 30 of that is going to be on a power jam.
6 jammer penalties in the last 3 jams, 3 for each team.
Wow. 4 more up on the board for Gotham. Bad penalty trouble now. A little apex hop for Misty Maven coming around, and Jacksonville had 2 blockers and their jammer in the box. Just 1 blocker remaining now in the Restaurant Gus penalty box as Misty Maven comes through. 4 seconds remaining. And the penalty box is going to empty as the jam clock comes to an end. Both teams will start at full strength.
20 points on the board.
20 points on the board.
Like that.
20 points on the board.
Including 30 seconds in the penalty box.
Absolutely.
Might have got a discount on one of those penalty box trips.
And
timeout, Gotham.
Timeout, Gotham.
Gotham went the full game of the B team match without calling a timeout. So, and now with 4 minutes and 51 seconds, they decided to take their first timeout of this game.
We've got Maven is the last jammer they'd want to give a power jam to. Lots of love for Maven there. Maven doing a stellar job today jamming for Gotham. And not just today, just in general. A stellar jammer.
Yeah.
242 to 75 after a 20-4 jam for Gotham.
So about representing about a 12th of Gotham's score right there.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
At 4/75ths of New Jack City's score.
75 is a nice number. I like that number.
Yeah.
And we have under 5 minutes remaining on the game clock.
Penalty box appears to be empty.
It is, in fact, empty. Shout out to Montreal Roller Derby for hosting the second annual Classique Georgia W Tush. Fantastic tournament. I had the privilege of announcing last year as well, and just some phenomenal
my first time
roller
here.
derby.
It's actually my Canadian announcing debut this weekend.
Oh, well, welcome. Welcome to Canada.
Thank you. Good to be here.
You'll have to come up next April for Beast of the East. It's a very fun tournament.
I would love to. I'm also hoping to come back in November, but that's another story.
That's a whole other story. That would be November 14th, 13th, or 14th.
I think so, yeah. We'll tell you a little bit more about these. We started to talk about the Continental Cups. We also have the playoffs to tell you about.
November 15th to the 17th. That's what it was.
Low block coming in on whoever's leaving. Oh, it's the jammer.
And
4 jammer penalties in the last 3 jams for Jacksonville.
And Beauty Andy Beast. Lead jammer status after a little apex hop there around turn number 2. Oh, and she drives her face into the elbow of number 27, H.M. Smith. And H.M. Smith going to get a penalty for that.
Yeah, forearm penalty called on H.M. Smith.
Which was unfortunate as she did kind of just trip and fall into the arm of H.M. Smith.
High block coming in. That's number 241 on the high block. Jenny Matthews.
So we've dubbed the official review, or we've dubbed the penalty going to Aaron Gobral, the last penalty, as Sandalgate. Kathleen.
Love it. I love it. Back block coming in. Who's leaving on the back block? It is Beauty Andy Beast. So lead is lost. Our third 2-minute jam in a row. We have had 8 jammer penalties in the last 4 jams. Oh, interesting. So
just check that information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, does that mute both of us?
No, just me. We got the opposite headset. So Kathleen, we were just trying to get an answer to that question, and we will find out. So did we find out?
We don't have any.
We don't have any information on that, Kathleen. My apologies. We did try to find that out. However, there was no information. So, again, Beauty and the Beast, lead jammer for Gotham.
Yeah, out of the box and into the lead.
See, those are nice round numbers. 250 to
Yes.
75. I like that.
All divisible by 25. A 10-to-3 ratio.
There you go. I could have even figured that one out.
1, 2, 4, multiplayer. That was a loud penalty call. Oh,
That
white,
was
white 2-4.
White 2-4.
Dewey blocks.
Which is Dewey blocks. So that is going to be a 4-3 pack advantage for Gotham. 50 seconds remaining in this jam if it goes the full time, but it won't. And just over 1 minute remaining on the game clock. So we have time for another one.
Yeah, we'll have at least one more.
Maybe two. You never know.
6 points for the Gotham All-Stars brings them up to 256.
I suspect if Gotham gets lead, the next jam will be the final jam of this bout. That's my
Good bet. Good bet.
that's my
I'm going to take that bet. I'm going to say if Gotham gets lead, they're going to call it off right away and try and do another one.
after the game no.
Points matter to the rankings. Points matter to the
They
rankings.
do.
1978 is Space Invader on the line for the Gotham Girls All-Stars. Leanne Grohl, number 814 on the line for the New Jack City Rollers.
And there's lead jammer status going to Space Invader.
Now we're going to see, does she run the clock out?
20 seconds remaining on the game clock. Let's see what Space Invader's going to do. Initial pass still not completed by Leanne Grohl. And Space Invader, one blocker left to beat, around and through. She does have time for another pass.
814 back block, so it is a power jam. All right, you win.
So this will be the final jam of this bout. And it's Space Invader now in a scoring pass on the power jam. And with lead jammer status. And being instructed to call it off, so not going to go for any more points in this game. Just going to call the jam off. And your unofficial score as you see it,
264 to 75.
264 to 75. So once again, the next bout coming up. Go get yourself a beverage and come on back at 2 p.m. It will be VRDL
Victorian
against
versus arch rival.
arch rival.
Australia versus the U.S. up here in the Great White North.
This is going to be a phenomenal game. Arch rival warming up at halftime, looking strong.
Jackson, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you.
You as well, Bob.
Been around the Derbs for a long time, but I never got a chance to work with you.
Thank you so much for
fantastic
Chloe.
work, feeding us statistics. And Chad and Beth, Nerd Derby Productions, always solid. With that being said, oh, hold on.
Shout out to Nerd Derby again for making us sound great on here to bring you this broadcast. And that's New England Roller Derby Report. And they would like to thank Sociopath. Sociopath is a skater-run business offering custom sewn-to-order legwear for teams and individuals. Size-inclusive activewear designed to fit you. Yes, you. Sociopath also offers dozens of armband and helmet cover options for scrimmage and competition. Team discounts are available. Please see sociopath.ca for more details. That's SEWCIOPATH.ca for more details.
All right. On behalf of Jackson Chloe, this is Bobby Narco wishing you peace, love, and roller derby.